Hi everyone, very good afternoon to all of you. I hope you all are doing good. So welcome you all in this special session where we are going to analyze reports. Basically, we are going to revise them through the medium of MCQs here. So we have near to 90 to 100 in between questions we have, and we are going to solve it together. The pattern is going to be same. I'll just repeat the entire statement. It is entirely based on the the pattern which was followed by the paper itself. So we'll have further MCQs which is related to it, and at the last of the video you have to evaluate your answers by yourself, and this is how the pattern is going to be same here. Okay, before I start the session, people please let me know if I'm audible and visible to everyone here. Hi Mukund, very good afternoon. Am I audible and visible to you people? Mukund. Hi Chetan, very good afternoon. You people please let me know if I'm audible and visible. Good to go, all clear, thank you so much. So we are celebrating specially a birthday bash of Olive Board. So here on this special purpose we are providing 60% off. Okay, अभी तक हमने ऐसा कभी भी provide नहीं करा. So this is the heavy discount that we are providing on all of the regulatory exams. So if you have any individual who's here who's planning to prepare for maybe RBI, NABARD, SIDBI, SIDBI, and all-in-one regulatory exam subscription, is we are providing to you at a very affordable cost. So you can just have an excess of it. Okay, this is the link of my Telegram channel, which is Economy with Pile. So if anyone is there who wants to ask your doubts here, you can just join this channel and you can ask your doubts here. Okay, now the first question is related to Human Development Report. Okay, so Human Development Report 2025, who is themed as A, explores how individual agency interacts with widening inequalities in the post-pandemic world. It is released by B, and it highlights how global progress in HDI has nearly stagnated outside of the crisis year, with rich nations continuing to surge ahead while poorer nations remain stuck. India's performance offers both progress and warning. With an HDI score of 0.685, India ranks dash reflects improvement from its 2022 ranking. However, the country still belongs to the dash development category. Notably, inequality continues to undercut national gains, with a 30.7% of reduction in the India's HDI due to unequal access and opportunity. One of the report's central concerns is E, which is simultaneously viewed as a solution and a threat. Already used by 1 in 5 people globally, this technology would widen social gaps if not governed inclusively and ethically. Okay, so you could have seen the pattern itself. This is how our questions are going to be. Now, I never claim that similar kind of questions will be asked to you people, but yes, maybe they can ask you like whatever question we are going to frame here, like whatever question I framed here, maybe similar kind of question will be asked. So even if from this particular report, even whatever the important points there are, जिसके ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा chances है the question can be asked on it. That is what we have taken into consideration. If extraordinary kind of question is asked, then you people have to just use our mind there, and we have to just solve it out. But very basic information, very important information I've taken into consideration everything here. Okay, so the first question talks about the theme, which is the basic one and the important one. So tell me, what is the theme of Human Development Report 2025? Is it dignity, digital dignity and human freedom, technology and inequality, a matter of choice, people and possibilities in the age of AI, resilience and recovery, or या फिर AI and human development in the 21st century? Alright, so Mukund, Neon, Mukund again, Chetan, everyone is saying what? C. Yes, the correct answer is C. Here we talked about the recent HDR, talked about the possibilities in the age of AI, and also we have targeted the human development, how AI is very much specialized, how AI is very much capable of targeting or Hi Yukti, very good afternoon. Of targeting a human development, how it can give push to it. Next question talks about that which organization publishes the Human Development Report? Is it World Bank, UNDP, ILO, United Nations Economic and Social Council, or UNESCO Institute for Global Development? Which one is the one? Which organization publishes it? Mukund says B, Chetan says B. What about the other people? Yukti says B. Where is Atithi today? Neon says B. Correct. The correct answer is B, which is United Nations Development Program. So this is a very basic information about the reports, and we need to take into integration this कि basic question जिसके high chances question आ सकता है, so इसको हमें बिल्कुल भी नहीं छोड़ना है. So you need to remember whatever questions I'm giving here, these are the important questions. Okay. Now tell me, what is the rank of India in 2025 HDR? Is it 133rd, 130th out of 93 countries, 128th out of 195, 125th out of 193, or 131st out of 190? Mukund says B. Mukund, can you please tell me the score as well? What was the score? What about other people? Yukti says C. Okay. 130th out of 193. Okay, B. Chetan says B. It was 0.685. Yes. 131st. Okay, so B is the correct one. The score is 130th out of 193 countries. Okay, B is the correct answer, and just remember the score as well. Okay, next question talks about that in which human category, development category is India placed? Is it high human development, medium, transitional development zone, low to medium development index, या फिर developing nations group? Okay, so Chetan, Neon, everyone says B. Yes, so we are under the category of medium human development, and Soul will be, up as well. Next question talks about that which factor is identified in the Human Development Report 2025 as an opportunity, as both an opportunity and a threat to the inclusive development. Is it blockchain and cryptocurrency, artificial intelligence and algorithm system, Internet of Things, biometric, and surveillance technologies, quantum computing in global governance? What is the one? Hi Atithi, very good afternoon. Okay, Yukti, Neon, everyone says B. Yes, artificial intelligence and the algorithm system. So remember, this talks about the AI, how AI is very much capable to push a human development to help India towards a human development, maybe further economic development. Also, it talks about the further impacts of it as well. So you have to take into consideration both of them. Okay, and this is how the answer is artificial intelligence in the algorithm system. Next report talks about the state of protection report, state of social protection report, which was released by the A, paints a stark picture of global social safety nets, particularly in low and medium income countries. The report reveals that nearly B people across these economies lack access to adequate social protection. The gap that leaves billions vulnerable to external shocks like pandemics, conflicts and climate events. Globally, 88% of the individuals living in dash poverty have no or insufficient social protection, and progress has been far from satisfactory. The pace of improvement suggests that the world will fail to meet Sustainable Development Goal 1.3 target it is, which emphasizes universal access to social protection system by 2030 deadline. Instead of full coverage for the poorest 20% may not be achieved until D. In India, although the Prime Minister, the Ministry of Labour and Employment claims 65% of the population is now covered on at least one scheme, the DASH report still identifies severe gaps, especially in the implementation, informal sector inclusion and subsidy alignment. For instance, more than 70,000 of crore collected under construction worker welfare remains unused, a significant governance shortfall. Meanwhile, the global funding remains unequal. High income countries spend 85.8 times more per capita on social protection than low income countries. Now the first question says, which organization released this particular report? Is it ILO, UNDP, World Bank, IMF, or ECOSOC? Which one is the one? Mukund says C, Neon says ILO. Okay. What about other people? Chetan says A. Aditi? Correct. So this is World Bank and not ILO. C is the correct one. Okay. World Bank is the answer. World Bank. Now tell me that how many people are in low and middle income countries lack adequate social protection? Is it around 800 billion, nearly 2 billion, just under 1.2 billion? Is it over 3.5 billion if it's 700 billions? Which one is the one? And I've told you that the name of the report itself, talks about the number of people who are in it. Tell me which one is the correct answer. Mohan says A. Okay. $2 billion, 2 billion. Okay. What about other people? Why don't we have much participation today? Atithi, is it A or what? So Atithi says A. Okay. So I told you that when I was decoding this particular, index, as when I was, particularly when I was decoding this particular report to all of you, I told you that the name of the report was itself 2 billion only. Okay. So तुम लोग को शायद याद भूल गया, but name जो था report का उसमें भी 2 billion जो है वो आता था. तो nearly 2 billion is the correct answer, which was B. Okay. Nearly 2 billion. B is the correct answer here. Now tell me that what percentage of people living in extreme poverty globally lack adequate or any social protection? Is it 58, 77, 88, 93 or 98 percentage? This report actually tells us कि कितने individuals को जो है वो social services मिल रही हैं, social protection मिल रही है, and which how many human beings, how many people are there in the society which are not getting it, and this is at a global perspective. Okay. Okay. What about other people? 77. Okay. Anyone else? 3 ka B. Okay. Yes. Mukund, don't make guess related to that concept. This is 88%. Okay. This is 88%. Now tell me that according to the report, by what year will the poorest 20% receive full social protection at the current rate? Is it 2029, 2035, 2038, 45 or 50? By which year they will get full protection? This is 2045 and not 50. Okay, D is the correct one. That is 2045. Next question says that which of the following reports is used to validate India's claim of 65% of population coverage under at least one scheme? Is it ILO World Social Protection Report, UNDP Human Development Report, Niti Aayog SDG Report, India Labour, that particular code monitoring one, or is it Economic Survey of India? Correct. This is A only. Very good. This is A. Next question says that the Global Trade Outlook and Statistics 2025 released by Dash projects a 0.2% decline in global merchandise trade for 2025. This is due to ongoing tariff tensions, especially between the US and China. If new tariffs escalate, the trade could drop by 1.5%. Meanwhile, the global services trade is expected to grow by 4.0%, though more slowly than in 2024. India's rank among merchandise exporters has fallen to Dash, with its global share steady at 2.2% as an importer. India now ranks Dash, maintaining a 3.4% of share. In commercial services, India is Dash largest exporter, with a slight dip in global share to 5.3%. The WTO is headquartered in Dash, governs global trade rules and includes 166 member countries. Now tell me which one is the correct one. Who releases the Global Trade Outlook? Correct. So this is okay. Many of the people are writing WTO. Correct. This is WTO only. World Trade Organization. C is the correct one. Good. Next question says that what is India's rank in merchandise, imports? Is it 4th, 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th? Now remember, I am talking about the merchandise one. Merchandise is the one which includes only goods, right? Tell me which one is the correct one here. What is the India's rank in merchandise one? Okay, so this is 7th, okay. This is 7th. Now tell me what is the India's rank in services exports? It's okay, it's a kind of revision class, this is not a kind of test that, we are taking, it's a kind of revision class only, but just remember that after, attending this particular class, you remember these many facts, okay. Correct, this is C, 6th, okay, क्योंकि जो services sector, it is better performing, C is the correct one here, यहाँ पे again C is the correct one. Next question talks about that what WTO headquarters in, where, where is the headquarters of WTO? Is it New York, Brussels, Geneva, Paris, या फिर Vienna? Correct. So this is Geneva. Good. Next question says, the United Nations report titled as dash focuses on the alarming state of maternal health globally. In 2020, about 2,87,000 maternal deaths were recorded, with a staggering 70% occurring in sub-Saharan Africa. Countries like Nigeria, South Sudan, and Chad witnessed extremely high maternal mortality ratios exceeding 1,000 deaths per 1 lakh live births. India, which recorded the dash highest number of maternal deaths in 2020 at 24,000, has shown a significant progress. Its maternal mortality rate dropped from 384 in 2000 to C in 2020, a 73.5% reduction. However, its performance still lags behind countries like Argentina, Brazil, and Philippines also. The report identifies the key causes of maternal death such as severe bleeding, high blood pressure, unsafe abortions, and conditions like HIV and AIDS, and D as well. The global community has been urged to act fast to meet the Sustainable Development Goal target of reducing maternal mortality to below E maternal deaths per 1 lakh live births by 2030. This is where we are going to talk about this, Sustainable Development Goal. Okay. Now tell me which one is the correct one. What is the title of UN report referenced in the case? Is it State of World Health 2025, Trends in Maternal Mortality, Maternal Health Progress Index, Global Women's Health Outlook, या फिर UN report, Health Report? This is not A. This is where we are going to talk, we are talking about the trends in the maternal mortality. Okay, so B is the correct one and not State of World Health 2025. Okay, B is the correct one. Now tell me that India recorded the dash highest maternal death globally in 2020. Is it first, third, second, fourth, or fifth? Which one is the correct one? Correct. So we are second, 19,000 something deaths are there. 19,000 something deaths are there, and that makes 7.2 something percentage of the entire globe. Okay. What is happening in the comment section? Okay, the next question says that what is the India's maternal mortality ratio in 2020? What was India's maternal mortality ratio in 2020? What was the India's maternal mortality ratio in 2020? Is it 60, 78, 103, 120, or 384? बेटा 384 2000 में है, आप ये लोग क्या बोल रहे हो? This is 103, not 120. हाँ, this is C only, which is 103, okay? And 384 was in 2000. So 103 specifically in 2020, and it was 384 something, which was in 2002, okay? Next question says that which of the following is a contributing factor to maternal death mentioned in the report? Is it diabetes, cancer, malaria, tuberculosis, या फिर cholera? Which one is the correct answer of D? Which one is the correct answer of this question? Come on, be very quick. आज तुम लोग इतना lazy क्यों हो? All right, so C is the correct one, which is malaria. Okay. तुम लोग बेटा आंसर नहीं करोगे तो कैसे चलेगा? What is the sustainable development goal target? Like, what is the sustainable goal target of, for global maternal mortality rate by 2030? Is it less than 150%? Is this less than 150 per 1000 live births, less than 100, less than 90, less than 70, or less than 50? Everyone should answer that, right? Correct. So this is D, which is less than 70 per 1 lakh live births. Good. Next question says that India hosted dash edition of the Raisina Dialogue 2025. Now remember, this is the most important dialogue that we have, and this reaffirms its position as a key player in global diplomacy. The dialogue held in New Delhi is organized by the Ministry of External Affairs in partnership with B. This year, the chief guest was New Zealand's Prime Minister, and the 2025 theme CE emphasized sustainability, cooperation, and human-centered global governance. Among the major highlights was India's firm stand against dash of trade, tariff, and financial tools, calling for the trusted partnership and dependable supply chains also. On the Indo-Pacific front, the Philippines, invited India to join What Alliance to counter China's aggressive maritime tactics in South China Sea, while India reiterated its commitment to a peaceful Indian Ocean region. Now tell me which one is the one. Which edition of the Raisina Dialogue was held in 2025? Correct. This is 10th edition. Good. 10th. Which organization co-hosts the Raisina Dialogue with India's Ministry of External Affairs? Is it India Council of World Affairs Observer, Research Foundation ORF, Niti Aayog, CPR, या फिर Indian Institute of International Affairs? Correct. So this is ORF, which is B. Good. Next question says that what was the theme of Raisina Dialogue? Was it people, profit and power, reimagining global order, Kal Chakra, people, peace and planet, democracy, dignity and dialogue, या फिर trust in a fragmented world? Correct. This is Kal Chakra, peace, people, peace and planet. What geopolitical concerns did India raise at dialogue? Militarization of AI, weaponization of trade and economy, expansion, political interference and digital regulation, या फिर proxy wars in the developing regions? Correct. So this was weaponization of trade and economy. B is the correct one here. Next, what is the name of the alliance that Philippines invited India to join? Is it Quad, BRICS plus Quad, Indo-Pacific 5 या फिर ASEAN? Yes, to join, US, Australia, Japan. Squad was what, Philippines was inviting India specifically to join. Squad, C is the correct one, to counterbalance the, suppressing power which was being made by this particular China. Now, in April 2025, the Dash released the Fiscal Health Index to assess and compare the fiscal performance of Indian states. The report covers B, major states using standardized metrics related to tax buoyancy, revenue generation, debt ratios, expenditure management, and the fiscal deficit targets. Among the top performing states, Dash ranked first overall, driven by outstanding scores in the debt index and the capital expenditure prioritization. States such as Punjab and West Bengal were flagged for fiscal risk due to rise in the debt to GSDP ratios and low quality expenditure. The index used data from D for the financial year 22-23 and provided an evidence-based approach to improve state-level fiscal responsibilities. One key indicator used was Dash, which shows the share of interest payments from revenue receipts, a key sign of the debt burden. I hope that everyone remembers this particular fiscal index 2025. So tell me which institution released it. Is it RBI, Ministry of Finance, Niti Aayog, Finance Commission, Indian Economic Advisory Council? Correct. So this is Niti Aayog. Good. Niti Aayog. Next question says that how many major states were covered in the Fiscal Health 2025? How many major states were covered? Is it 15, 18, 21, 28, or 16? Aditi, first ka B nahi, it is Niti Aayog, okay? What is the correct answer? Second question. Correct. So this is 18. Good. How many major states? 18 major states. Which state ranked first in the Fiscal Health Index 2025? Is it Gujarat, Goa, Odisha, Jharkhand, या फिर छत्तीसगढ़? अच्छा 18 लिखा था, सॉरी. Correct. So this is Odisha. Okay. Odisha, good. Now tell me that this Fiscal Health Index 2025 used data from which source? SEBI, RBI's State Finances Handbook, CAG of India, Finance Ministry Budget Projection, या फिर नीति आयोग Field Surveys? Correct. So this is CAG, which is C. CAG, good. Next question says that what does the debt index in the report refers to? Debt as a percentage of GDP, state loans as a percentage of expenditure, capital expenditure as a percentage in GSDP, interest payments as a percentage of revenue receipts, या फिर fiscal deficit over total revenue. बेटा ऐसे क्वेश्चन आते ही नहीं है, इतने सिंपल आ गए तो फिर तो हर कोई निकाल ले. हाँ, बट इसके रिलेटेड जरूर पूछे जाएंगे. हो सकता है कि इसमें से कोई भी जो ऐसा MCQ है, हो सकता है कि उसको घुमा के कुछ ना कुछ पूछ लिया जाए. Correct. This is interest payment as a percentage of the revenue receipts. Good. D is the correct one. Next question says that the recent released publication A is a flagship gender statistics report compiled by the Government of India. It offers key socio-economic indicators disaggregated by gender, including areas such as education, economic participation, the political engagement. The report, now in its dash edition, is published by C. Among the key findings, the labor force participation rate for women aged 15 years and above improved significantly to D in 23-24. Furthermore, the number of DMAT, female DMAT account holders rose steadily to dash million by November 2024, reflecting gender, greater participation in the financial markets. Now tell me which one is the correct one. Name the report which we are talking here. फेज 2 में आते हैं, बट आई एम सेइंग कि इतना आपको सिंपली ऐसे डायरेक्ट नहीं पूछेंगे. लाइक इफ यू रीड दिस पैराग्राफ यू विल सिंपली एनालाइज दैट दिस इज द रिपोर्ट दैट दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. वेरी लेस चांसेस देयर आर दैट यू विल ऑन वन रीड ओनली यू विल जस्ट एनालाइज द रिपोर्ट एंड यू विल आंसर इट. एक दो रीड तो लगता है, थोड़ा सा वो घुमा के पूछते हैं, थोड़ा सा टफ पूछते हैं. आई एम जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट द लेवल ओनली. Which one is the correct answer here? Correct. So this is Women and Men in India 2024, which is C. Now, which edition was released? Is it 20th, 24th, 26th, 27th, or 22nd? Divyanshi says 26th. Okay. So this is 26th one. Okay. 26th. Next question says, it is released by whom? Is it Ministry of Women and Child Development, Niti Aayog, Ministry of Labour and Employment, Statistics and Program Implementation, या फिर is it Reserve Bank of India? Yes, this is MOSPA, which is Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, D. Okay. Now tell me LFPR, Labour Force Participation Rate for Women in 23-24 is what? Is it 49.8%, 60.1, 55.3%, 67.2%, or 42.5%? Yes, Rajesh. Which one is the correct answer of D? Correct. So this is B, which is 60.1%. Good. Female DMAT accounts in 2024, is it 6.67 million, 17.05 million, 33.26 million, 27.71 if it 115.31? अदिति, तुम किसका आंसर दे रहे हो? ये बेटा रिपोर्ट में ही हुआ. Now tell me the correct answer of E. Okay, so this is, वैसे तो this is B only, but I'll still, I'll just check it, okay? Otherwise, it is B only. अगर कोई भी correction होगा, so I'll let you know in the Telegram channel. Otherwise, it's B only. That is 60.1%. Okay. Now give me the correct answer of this female DMAT account. Come on, which one is the correct answer of this question? This is 27.71, which is again D. Good. Next question says that India has been globally recognized in the recent released report titled A, which focuses on progress made in reducing child mortality worldwide. This report is published annually by B, a group led by UNICEF, WHO, World Bank and the UN Population Division also. According to the latest findings, India has achieved C reduction in under 5 mortality and D reduction in neonatal mortality, placing it among the top global performance. Now, notably, India ranks E in the world in terms of the highest reduction in stillbirths. Now, tell me which one is the correct answer of the, you need to name the report that highlights about the global trends in child mortality. Is it state of the world's, child level and trends of child mortality? Global Child Health Outlook, UNICEF Child Survival, if a UN World Population Health Review. Correct. So this is levels and trends in child mortality, which is B. Now, which body is responsible for the publishing of this report? Is it UNDP, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, UN Interagency Group for Child Mortality Estimation, World Bank, if WHO, CRO? Correct. This is C, Interagency Group for Child Mortality Estimation. Okay, this is not the Ministry of Health. So, what percentage reduction is there in under 5 mortality rate? Is it 50%, 60, so 60%, 72, 50, if it's 70, if it's 67%? What is the reduction? What is the percentage of reduction here? Is it 60, 72, 50, 70, if it's 67? Okay, so this is 70. Okay, this is 70, which is D. What is the percentage reduction in the India's neonatal mortality rate? Is it 61, 48, 55, 40, if it's 30? Okay, it's okay. This is 61, okay, which is A. Next question says that what is the India's rank globally in reducing stillbirths? Is it first, 10th, 7th, 3rd, if it 12th? What is the India's rank globally in reducing stillbirths? Alright, so this is 7th. Next question says that in March 2025, during Nutrition for Growth Summit hosted by France, the global report titled Education and Nutrition, Learn to Eat Well was released by UNESCO. The report highlighted that 418 million children globally benefited from school meals, yet over 50% of the programs lack adequate fruits and vegetables. Vegetables and nearly 1/3 include sugary drinks. The rising childhood obesity and poor dietary diversity contribute to what is termed as hidden hunger. In India, PM Poshan scheme provides daily meals to 118 million children, making it one of the largest in the world. However, challenges like poor food quality, lack of nutrition, education, overdependence on staples, and inconsistent urban-rural infrastructure persist. Only 8% of the countries, track the nutritional quality of meals against WHO standards, underscoring a global monitoring gap. Now, tell me, what is the title of the report which was released at the Nutrition for Growth Summit in France? Is it Education and Nutrition, Learn to Eat Well, Schools Meal, Feeding Minds, Eat Smart, Learn Better, Childhood Nutrition and Development Report? Do not worry, Mukund Atithi, you both will clear this exam. And the rest of the students also are trying their best. Correct. So this is A, Education and Nutrition, Learn to Eat Well. Now tell me, which organization published the global report on school meals and nutrition? UNESCO, World Health Organization, UNICEF, FAO, or World Bank? हाँ correct. A is the correct one, Mukund. Correct. So this is UNESCO, which is again A. Good. Next question says that which nutritional issue has doubled in over 100 countries over the past 2 decades? Is it obesity, stunting, undernourishment, low BMI, or wasting? Okay. Yes, this is obesity, okay? Not wasting, but this is obesity. Global problem. What is the name of the Indian scheme providing meals to 118 million school children? PM Poshan, Nutri, Mid Meal, या फिर Nutrition India Mission, या फिर Poshan Abhiyan? Correct. This is PM Poshan, which is A. Good. Next question says, what is the percentage of countries track school meal quality against WHO standards? Is it A 50, 8, 15, 22, 33, or 5? What percentage of countries track school meal quality? Correct. This is just 8%, which is E, A. Next question says that the World Employment and Social Outlook Trend 2024 report released by whom highlights global unemployment is expected to rise from 5.1% in 2023 to 5.2% in 2024. The report notes worsening labor market conditions, growing inequalities and stagnant B despite technological advancements. While India and Turkey witnessed positive C, many other countries, G20 nations reports decline. The report also flags that around 58% of the global workforce remains in D, and the global trend of E continues to threaten long-term employment and development, especially in the developing nations. Now remember, जब मैं तुम लोग के साथ ये PDF share करूँगी, you will get this PDF on app. But always remember कि ये जो ये जो particular जो paragraph है ना, this is also very important कि while you will just read the PDF, entire PDF, फिर तुम जब MCQs वगैरह फिर से देखोगे, so just ensure that you read this PDF again, because there are the other statements also, the other facts also which is hidden here, and maybe the question can be asked on that. For example, अगर मैं इसकी बात करूँ, so हो सकता है कि इसके ऊपर question आ जाए, because you never know, है ना, you never know कि किस तरीके से जो question है वो पूछा जाएगा. So you need to just read the PDF as well along with the questions. So the report which was mentioned in the passage was released by whom? Is it World Bank, UNDP, International Labour Organization, World Economic Forum, या फिर IMF? Correct. Tell me, which one is the correct one? Aditi, I'm talking about this. World employment. I'm talking about world employment. Correct. This is ILO. Okay, C is the correct one. Now, which economic factor is reported to have a stagnated despite technological advancement? Is it capital investment, labor productivity, employment rate, income tax revenue, or for digital inclusion? Now remember, economic factor which is reported to have stagnated despite technological advancement. Correct. This is labor productivity. Capital investment तो stagnate नहीं हो सकती ना with the technological advancement, है ना? Employment rate, of course, that is again, we have talked about the stagnation one. नहीं, एम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट नहीं है, ऑल दो दिस इज स्टैटिक। जो हमारे पास पहली सिचुएशन थी तब भी वही थी, हम जब एग्रीकल्चरल सेक्टर में जो प्रॉब्लम देखते थे पहले भी वही थी, अभी भी वही है ना। वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द स्टैग्नेटेड वन व्हिच इज स्पेसिफिकली मेंशन्ड हियर। सो वी हैव लेबर प्रोडक्टिविटी, ओके, लेबर प्रोडक्टिविटी स्पेसिफिकली हैज बीन डिक्लाइंड डिस्पाइट हमारे पास टेक्नोलॉजिकल एडवांसमेंट्स है, वी आर यूजिंग AI, वी आर यूजिंग रोबोटिक्स, एवरीथिंग वी आर यूजिंग, बट अगेन वी सी दैट द लेबर प्रोडक्टिविटी ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम हैज बीन डिक्रीज्ड। Along with that, which indicator showed positive growth in India unlike in most G20 countries? Is it when it comes on to economic employment participation, real wages, disposable income, need percentage, that is not in education, not in employment, and training percentage, labor migration, which one is the correct one? और हमने बहुत बार बात करी है इसकी कि हम इनकी इंक्लूजन करना स्टार्ट कर देंगे, if you remember that. Now always remember, now we are specifically focusing towards the tier 2, tier 3 in the rural areas also. This is need percentage only. This is not in education, not in employment, and not in training as well. Why? Because we have high population which is living in the rural areas, which is living in tier 2, tier 3 cities, but whatever productivity they have, whatever, we just want to turn it into what? Turn them into human assets. This is the sole focus here. Now, what type of employment still accounts 58% of the global workforce? Is it contractual employment, part-time job, informal work, freelancing, or seasonal employment? Which type of employment still accounts 58% of the global workforce? Okay, this is the global workforce. And if I talk about it, yes, this is the informal work, which is, see, although now always remember we have two type of disciplines here, we have two types of job, formal and informal. But अगर मैं बात करूँ informal की, तो although it has provided opportunity to the people of India, but whenever I talk about the quality employment, that is always the formal one. And if I talk about the India's case, so we have more than 90% of the individuals who are specifically in the informal one, and less than 10% of the individuals are specifically in the formal one. And this is the concerning situation that we have, क्योंकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा individuals जो है वो employed तो हैं, that is the another factor. This has this is a positive impact. But जो quality employment है, that does not exist, because informal sector is the one which doesn't provide a social security and the other benefits also. Okay, so this is a concerning situation. Now you tell me about which group remains a major concern in terms of long-term employment prospects. Is it elderly workers, migrant laborers, self-employed, youth in need category, if women entrepreneurs? वेट, यहाँ पे मेक अ चेंज. जो कंसर्निंग सिचुएशन है वो है नीट की, जो पॉजिटिव चेंज है वो रियल ग्रोथ का है. ठीक है, आई गॉट कंफ्यूज है. यहाँ पे रियल ग्रोथ है, कंसर्निंग सिचुएशन है नीट कैटेगरी की, बट व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द पॉजिटिव सिचुएशन, सो दीज आर द रियल वेजेस. ओके, नहीं बेटा, यहाँ पे मेरी गलती है. गॉट कंफ्यूज बिटवीन टू ऑफ द वर्ड्स हियर, लाइक टू ऑफ द MCQs हियर. टू ऑफ द MCQs है. यहाँ पे जो पॉजिटिव ग्रोथ है, वहाँ पे रियल वेजेस है. व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट दिस मेजर कंसर्न, सो वी हैव दिस नीट कैटेगरी, दैट इज वन ऑफ द रीजन पीपल आर. ठीक है, दिस इज माई I made a wrong thing here. So when I talk about this positive growth, so this particular thing says that positive growth majorly G20 nations के आसपास जो है, या फिर G20 nations, unlike that was not in G20 nation, but the positive growth has been shown in India in terms of real wages. But when I talk about this concerning situation, so that is from the youth, specifically in the not in education, employment and the training one. Okay, beta, that is not what I am saying, that is what is report saying. Okay, so never put a question on it. I cannot I cannot do anything with it. Exactly, like I literally cannot do anything about it. So this is all that is mentioned in this report only. So this is I really apologize for this, because the the correct answer to this question is B, and the major concern is about the D part. and you can just mention that we are specifically taking many of the steps. हमने PIB में बहुत बार discuss करा है कि government is focusing towards taking them, right? The reason behind it was correct, but I, the need category, will come under this particular question. Now tell me then about the another question which talks about in 2025, the A released the global report on food crisis, which highlights that over B, people across 53 countries faced acute hunger. This marked an increase from 2023, driven by conflict, climate events like C, economic shocks, funding cuts. Countries like Sudan and Nigeria were worst affected, while D also saw rising malnutrition. Surprisingly, only E of food aid was spent on emergency agricultural support between 2016 and 2024. Now tell me that who releases this global report on food crisis in 2024? Is it FAO, GNAF, World, this WFP, UNDP, or IFPRI? Correct. This is Global Network Against Food Crisis, which was released by what? FSIN. है ना? Food Security Information. So this is B. Good. How many people were reported to be facing acute hunger in 2025? Is it 250, 270, 295, 310 या फिर 200, 322? How many people were reported to be facing acute hunger in 2025? It's okay. This is C, which is 295. Okay, this is 295 million. Now tell me that which climate phenomena worsen crop failures? Is it La Nina, heat, dome, El Nino, typhoon, या फिर solar flare? Yes, Rahul, this is 295 only. Correct. Now tell me which climate phenomena worsen the crop failures? What about other individuals? No, this is C, which is El Nino. Okay, which is El Nino. Now, La Nina, El Nino is a geographic concept, so you need to remember that. Which country was mentioned for rising nutrition stress, not primarily conflict driven? Is it India, Sudan, Nigeria, Yemen, या फिर Myanmar? Rising nutrition stress, not primarily conflict driven. Okay, so it means that there are no geopolitical tensions which are there. There are no geopolitical tensions which are there, but although there are still, nutrition stress is there. सच सच बोलना, तुमने guess लगाया ना ये? Correct. This is A, India. Next question says what portion of the humanitarian food aid was for emergency agriculture between 2016 से लेके 2024? Is it 1, 2, 3, 5 या फिर 10%? Okay, give the answer to this particular question. What portion of humanitarian food aid was emergency agriculture? Was for emergency agriculture? Okay, Rahul says 2. Okay, so this is 3%. Okay, C is the correct one, which is 3%. Next question says, in May 2025, a report titled A, I hope you people are able to see it, right? Report titled A was released by Niti Aayog, emphasizing the pivotal role of medium enterprise in achieving the vision of B. Although medium enterprises make up 0.3% of the MSME sector, they contribute nearly C of MSME exports, showcasing high scalability and the innovation potential. The report highlights 6 key interventions, including financial access, R&D support, cluster-based testing, and a centralized D for compliance and scheme discovery. It was launched by Niti Aayog's Vice Chairman E, along with the senior members, indicating the government strategic focus on on nurturing medium enterprises. Now tell me that what is the title of the report which was released by Niti Aayog? Is it Policy Framework for MSME Growth, Medium Enterprises, Designing a Policy for Medium Enterprises, Empowering India's Industrial Core, if Viksit Bharat Economic Blueprint? Now remember that here we are talking about providing them access. So just see, we are emphasizing the pivotal role of medium enterprises. Just remember from that, okay? Correct. So this is designing a policy for medium enterprises, which is C. Okay. Next question say that what is the central vision emphasized in the report? Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, Make in India, Viksit Bharat Mission, MSME 2040 या फिर India Global 2050? Which one is the one? Correct. This is C, which is Viksit Bharat 2047. C is the correct one. Next question says, what is the contribution of medium enterprises to exports? Is it 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, if it's 60%? Now remember, the contribution that you need to remember is towards exports, one, employment, another one, GDP. These are the many reasons, like many areas which you need to cover, okay? These are enough. Tell me, which one is the one? What is the contribution? Okay, Tithi says 30%. Correct. This is not 30 but 40, okay? 40%, good. What digital initiative is proposed to support medium enterprises? Startup India, MSME, Bharat Digital Assist, Udyam Sub Portal या फिर Samarth Connect? Easy to answer. And we have this news as well, specifically on Udyam Portal and the digital initiative also in today's PIB. Correct. So it is important for MSMEs to register under the Udyam sub-portal. So D is the correct one. Good. Next question says that India's performance in A report released in 2025 has raised concerns regarding the gender parity. The country ranked dash out of 148 countries, falling 2 places from the previous year, with an overall gender parity score of for 64.1%. The report published annually by the dash C since 2006 measures disparities across 4 dimensions: economic participation, education, health and politics. India showed improvement in economic participation, where the parity rose to 40.7% and in education attainment 97.1%, indicating near equal literacy rates. However, a decline in women's political representation, including a drop in parliamentary seats from 14.7% to 13.8%, contributed to a fall in the political empowerment score. Among South Asia nations, India ranked lower than Bhutan, Nepal and Dash. Meanwhile, E retained its position as a top-ranked country globally for the 16th year in a row. Okay, so you have to tell me which country is scoring in a consecutive manner. Okay, so tell me which one is the correct one. Which report is being referred to in the case? Is it Gender Equality Index, Global Women Empowerment Index, या फिर Global Gender Gap Report, UN Women Progress Tracker, या फिर Global Social Inclusion Index? Correct. C is the correct one, which is Global Gender Gap Report. Okay, C is the correct one. Now tell me, what is the India's rank in it in 2025? Is it 129th, 134th, 131st, 148th, or 125th? Correct. This is 131st. Good. C is the correct one. Next question says, which organization publishes this report annually? UN Women, World Bank, World Economic Forum, IMF या फिर UNESCO? Who releases it? Correct. This is World Economic Forum. Good. Which South Asian country ranked better than India in 2025 according to the report? Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Myanmar, Sri Lanka या फिर Maldives? What is the correct answer here? What is South Asian country? Okay, let's leave this particular question because there comes, both of the concepts. We have Sri Lanka also and we have Bangladesh also. Okay, so this might confuse us. As far as I remember, Sri Lanka was also the one, right? Okay, so let's leave it. Sri Lanka bhi tha, so there is a double question, double answer to this question. हाँ, मैं भी अभी वही सोच रही हूँ. बांग्लादेश भी था एंड श्रीलंका भी था. ओके, सो लेट्स लीव दिस क्वेश्चन. अगर परसेंटेज के अकॉर्डिंग कुछ होता तो फिर हम एक मार्क करते, बट बोथ ऑफ देम आर हियर, सो लेट्स लीव इट. वी हैव श्रीलंका एंड बांग्लादेश बोथ, बोथ हैव. नहीं, श्रीलंका इधर भी है. साउथ एशियन कंट्री रैंक बेटर, अकेला बांग्लादेश ही नहीं, श्रीलंका इधर भी है. Okay, so I need to check it. Okay, let's keep it idle. I need to check it again. Gender parity वाला ना. Okay, so let's keep it idle. ठीक है, इसको उधर रखो अभी, इसको बाद में देखते हैं. I think श्रीलंका was also there, but बांग्लादेश is here. ठीक है, इसको थोड़ा अभी ऐसे रखते हैं, फिर have you checked it, Mukund? Sri Lanka is also ahead. Okay, so I have a confusion in both of them. So ठीक है, let's keep it idle. I'll tell you, I'll let you know maybe after the class ends, या फिर सब लास्ट में सारे questions करके इसको एक बार फिर से चेक करते हैं. You just checked it. So Bangladesh and Sri Lanka both are the one, right? ठीक है, तो उसको रहने देते हैं क्वेश्चन को. जब अगर यहाँ पे स्पेसिफिक स्कोर्स होते तो तब वी कैन चूज द करेक्ट वन हियर, बट सिंस बोथ आर द करेक्ट आंसर हियर, श्रीलंका इज ऑल्सो द वन, सो लेट्स कीप इट आइडल. ठीक है, इसको आंसर नहीं करते क्योंकि यहाँ पे डबल आंसर्स हो जाएंगे फिर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज विच कंट्री रैंक्ड फर्स्ट ग्लोबली इन दिस रिपोर्ट फॉर द 6th कंसेक्यूटिव ईयर? इज इट स्वीडन, डेनमार्क, नॉर्वे, आइसलैंड या फिर फिनलैंड? हाँ, सिंस मुकुंद हैव ऑलरेडी चेक्ड इट, मैं भी एक बार चेक करके फिर आई लेट यू नो. हाँ, करेक्ट, दिस इज आइसलैंड, डी. आइसलैंड तो 2-3 रिपोर्ट्स में आ गए. द रिपोर्ट टाइटल द रियल फर्टिलिटी क्राइसिस रिलीज्ड बाय ए in 2025 reaffirms that India is B country in terms of population with an estimated C crore people in April 2025. The report emphasized reproductive rights and warns against panic over population decline. It highlights India's total fertility rate as D, which is below the replacement level. One of its key recommendations includes achieving dash unmet need for family planning by 2030. Now tell me who released the report in real fertility crisis? UNDP, WHO, World Bank, UNFPA for UNICEF? Correct. This is UNFPA. Good. D is the correct one. Good. Next question says that what is India's global population rank according to the report? Second, fourth, most populous, fifth या फिर 10th? हाँ, correct. UNFPA. Which is the correct answer of this question? India's global population rank according to this report. Correct. This is the most populous one. C is the correct one. Good. What is the estimated population as of April 2025? India's estimated one. 140, 146, 151, 143 या फिर 139.7? ये किसका आंसर कर रहा है बच्चा? थर्ड का भी. हाँ, correct. This is 146.39. Correct. B is the correct one. Good. Next question says that what is the India's current total fertility, total fertility as per the report? Total fertility. Also tell me what is the replacement level? Replacement rate. हाँ ठीक है 2.1 है. टोटल फर्टिलिटी कितना है? हाँ करेक्ट. Correct. So replacement level is 2.1. Otherwise, according to this report, what is the total fertility rate? That is 1.9. Okay, but remember 2.1 is the like 2.1 is the replacement level rate. अगर यहाँ से कम है, so it means हमारा जो demographic dividend है, जब तक हमें इसको demographic disaster में नहीं convert करना है, whatever population that we have with us, that is one of the resources, right? Resources हम उनको skills दे के बना सकते हैं. So this is not a major, this is not a very good situation. It's a kind of major issue that we have in the coming period of time. We will not, we lose this particular resource also. So it is very important to, make our that particular youth skillful. Now what is one of the UNFPA's target by 2030? Zero mortality, maternal mortality, zero child labor, zero population growth, zero unmet need for family planning, if it's zero fertility rate. What is one of the UNFPA's target by 2030? What is the target? Correct. D is the correct one. Zero unmet need for family planning. Good. In its latest report titled Global Economic Prospects, that A has warned that the global economy is on track to record the slowest half decade of GDP growth in 30 years. The report states that the global growth rate may drop to B in 2024, largely due to tight financial conditions and weak global trade. It highlights that the developing economies may grow at just 3.9%, while low economy countries are expected to grow at C. It also calls for the sharp increase in investment of around D annually by developing countries to meet climate and development goals. The report also points the urgent need for policy reforms and reminds that India is E of ICSID, one of the five institutions of the World Bank Group. Now tell me that who releases World Economic Prospects report? Is it IMF, UNDP, WTO, World Bank या फिर नीति आयोग? Who releases it? बेटा वर्ल्ड ग्लोबल इकोनॉमिक प्रॉस्पेक्ट्स की बात कर रही हूँ. Atiti, global economic prospects, bacha. This is World Bank, okay? D is the correct one. Just recheck it again, okay? This is not IMF, this is World Bank. Global economic prospects की बात कर रही हूँ मैं, world economic की नहीं बात कर रही, ठीक है? हाँ. Now tell me what is the projected global GDP rate for 2024? Is it 2.6, 3.4, 2.4, 1.9 या फिर 4.1%? हाँ, वर्ल्ड का नहीं पूछ रही हूँ मैं, इसका ग्लोबल का पूछ रही हूँ, ठीक है? Tell me which one is the correct one here. What is the projected global GDP growth rate for financial year 2024? Okay, Atiti says 3.4. Mukund says again B. What about other people? Correct. This is 2.4 and not 3.4. Okay, 2.4 is the correct one. It is C. Next question says what is the projected growth rate of low income countries? 5.9 to 4.5, 6.1, 5.5 if 3.0. Come on, which one is the correct one? Projected growth of low income countries. What is the projected growth rate of low income countries? Okay, so this is 5.5, okay. 5.5%, and this is just an after effect of the trade war that all has happened, okay. What is the annual investment required by the developing nations to meet key goals by 2030? Is it 1 trillion, 3.5, 1.1, 1.8, 2.4 या फिर 4 trillion? What is the annual investment that is required by developing nations specifically? Okay, just remember that. Anyone here who can answer me? Sorry. This is 2.4, okay. D is the correct one, which is 2.4 trillion USD, okay. Next question says what is India's membership status in ICSID? Is it India is a founding member, India is an observer, India is not a member, India joined in 2020 only, or India holds veto power? Correct. So we are not a member of it. Okay. Next question says that A publishes the Global Peace Index annually, evaluating peace levels across 163 countries based on 23 indicators such as crime rate, political stability. Now here we are talking about the peace index. Okay. Peace index, stability and military expenditure. The 2025 report shows that a 0.36 global decline in a peaceful, with B ranked as a most peaceful country. For the 17th consecutive years in a row, like it signifies consecutive years only. In contrast, C ranked last due to geopolitical instability and ongoing conflicts. India has shown gradual improvement, ranking dash in 2025 better than Pakistan and Afghanistan also. The GPI assigns each country a score of between 1 to 5, wherein dash scores indicate a more peaceful environment. Now tell me who publishes Global Peace Index? Is it UNDP, Institute of Economics and Peace, World Economic Forum, Global Peace Council, or International Peace Mission? Correct. This is Institute for Economics and Peace, which was B. Good. Next question says which country ranked first in the Global Peace Index 2025? It's okay, Mukund. It's okay. At least you'll have revision here. ग्लोबल ऑफिसर्स चॉइस, आई थिंक यू आर गेटिंग कंफ्यूज्ड इन द लिवेबिलिटी वन. लिवेबिलिटी में वो कंसेक्यूटिव ईयर्स में था, 2-3 कंसेक्यूटिव ईयर्स थे, बट यहाँ पे आइसलैंड है ना. हाँ, डी इज द करेक्ट वन. Next question says, which country ranked lowest 163rd in with this 2025 global peace index? Is it Syria, North Korea, Iran, Russia या फिर Yemen? Now a hint to you, to all of the people here, that is a conflicting country. That Atithi, that comes under the worst performing, but which one is the one who's the who is in this in this particular rank? Okay, so Russia is the one. Okay, D is the correct one, which is Russia. Next question says, what is the India's rank in peace index? 2025 peace index, is it 123, 144, 115, 139 या फिर 10 या फिर 108, 108? Correct. So हमारा rank क्या है? That is 115. Good. Next question says, what kind of scores indicate more peace? Closer to 5, around 3, 2.5 से लेके 3.5 के बीच में, equal to 5 या फिर lower scores? Easy to answer. Wait a minute, I have a phone call. Wait a minute. 2 मिनट बस. Alright, so what do you people have written here? अच्छा, one thing which I'm again telling you, मैंने पहले भी तुम्हें बताया है, ये जो ग्लोबल पीस इंडेक्स है इसको दिए जाते हैं स्कोर्स. ठीक है, पीस इंडेक्स में जिसका स्कोर 1 होगा, इट मीन्स कि वो सबसे ज्यादा बेटर स्कोरिंग है. जिसका स्कोर वर्स्ट होगा, मतलब जिसका स्कोर 5 होगा, ऐसा नहीं है, दिस इज नॉट इक्विवेलेंट टू नंबर्स कि अच्छा स्कोर 5 दे देंगे मतलब इसके पास ज्यादा नंबर्स है, ऐसा नहीं है. जिसके पास भी स्कोर 1 होगा वो बेटर परफॉर्मिंग होगी, जिसके पास भी स्कोर 5 होगा वो वर्स्ट परफॉर्मिंग होगी. ठीक है, सो दिस इज हाउ पीस इज रिलेटेड टू द स्कोर्स. इफ समवन गेट्स स्कोर 1, इट मीन्स दैट इज द मोस्ट पीसफुल इन जीपीआई. इफ समवन इज देयर, कोई 2 के आसपास स्कोर ले रहा है, तो इट मीन्स वो कहीं ना कहीं तो कहीं ना कहीं जो है वो सिचुएशन थोड़ी सी खराब है. थर्ड बिकम्स द मोस्ट मोर वर्स्ट वन. 4 स्कोर आया तो मतलब पीस जो है इस 4th वाले स्कोर में कम है, और अगर 5th स्कोर आया तो दैट इज द वर्स्ट परफॉर्मर वन. ओके, सो हियर द करेक्ट आंसर इज लोअर स्कोर्स व्हिच इज क्लोजर टू 1. ओके, next question says that the livability index released by A evaluates living standards across 173 global cities using 5 broad categories: stability, healthcare, culture, environment, education and infrastructure. This year, B secured the top position, reflecting its strong public services and quality of life. Indian cities, including C, ranked 141st, still face urban challenges despite some progress. The bottom ranks continue to be held by cities like D and Tripoli, owing to political instability and conflict. Interestingly, many E-cities showed upward movement, especially due to improved healthcare and education infrastructure. Investment. Who publishes the livability index? Who publishes the Livability Index? UN Habitat, Economic Intelligence Unit, World Economic Forum, Mercer Quality of Life Survey या फिर UNDP? मैंने बहुत बार बताया है. Livability Index. Tell me. Correct. This is what? Economic Intelligence Unit, which is B. Good. Next question says, which city has been ranked first in 2023? Wait. क्यों है यहाँ पे? This is 2025. Okay. Global Livability Index. Zurich, Tokyo, Vienna, Copenhagen या फिर Geneva? Correct. This is Copenhagen. Okay. D is the correct one. Now tell me which continues to be among the lowest ranked. Kabul, Damascus, Niamey, Khartoum या फिर Sanaz? Correct. This is Damascus. Why other people are not here? Where is Mukund? Where is officer's choice? Where is Ayush? Correct. Now the next question says, the World Investment Report 2025 published by Dash highlights significant changes in India's FDI landscape. India attracted 27.6 billion in FDI inflows in 2024, showing a 1.8% decline compared to the previous year. Despite this, India maintained its position as the largest FDI recipient in B, accounting for nearly 80% of the region's inflow. A major trend noted was the sectoral shift for the robust growth in C sectors, especially semiconductors and the basic metals. The report also mentioned a reduction in FDI's contribution to India's gross capital formation. Just to okay, am I audible now? Ab theek hai? Am I audible now? Now this is entire paragraph. Tell me who releases the World Investment Report? World Economic Forum, International Monetary Fund, UNCTD, या फिर you have World Bank Group या फिर UNDP? Which one is the one? Yes, I used to call it UNCTAD. Okay, this is UNCTAD. Now tell me, India is the top FDI recipient in which region? East Asia, Asian, Middle East, South Asia या फिर Central Asia? Which is the top FDI? Correct. This is South Asia. Good. D is the correct one. Next says that which sector saw strong FDI growth in India in 2024? Hospitality and tourism, oil and gas, telecom and telecom and IT, manufacturing, if real estate. Nahi beta, this is manufacturing. Okay, D is the correct one. Next question says, which company initially partially excited India through a $3 billion media merger, Sony, Amazon, Walt Disney, Netflix या फिर Comcast? टेलीकॉम एंड आईटी नहीं है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है. Walt Disney, yes, this is C, Walt Disney. Good. Next question says, what is India's projected capital expenditure in 2024? 40, 65, 85, 110 या फिर $150 billion? Disney, correct. Correct, Aditi. Why is Mukund not answering now? Correct, this is 110 billion, which is D. $110 billion. Okay. Next question. According to 10th edition of Sustainable Development Report, okay, according to the 10th edition of Sustainable Development Goal Report 2025 released by Dash, India has ranked Dash among 167 countries with a score of 67, entering the top 100 for the first time. The report highlights that only 17% of the Sustainable Development Goals are on track globally due to the factors like conflict, weak fiscal space and structural challenges, while C tops the ranking globally. The US ranked last in the commitment to multilateralism. India outperformed Pakistan and Bangladesh, but still trails Bhutan and Maldives. The Sustainable Development Goals consist of Dash targets across 17 goals, aim to eliminate poverty, inequality and environmental degradation by 2030. India's improved performance is attributed to schemes like the Savas Yojana, Poshan Abhiyan and E as well. Now tell me who publishes this particular report? UNDP, World Bank, UN Sustainable Development Solutions Network, UNEP or UNESCO? Correct, this is C. Good. Next question says, what is that India's rank in 2025 Sustainable Development Goal Index? 112th, 99th, 74th, 140th या फिर 93rd? 99th. Correct. This is B. Good. B. Next question says, which country ranked first in 2025 Sustainable Development Goal Index? Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland या फिर Germany? Correct. This is Finland. D. Good. Next question says, how many targets are included in Sustainable Development Goals? How many targets are there? Correct. We have 17 goals and 169 targets. Good. Next question says, which scheme supports Sustainable Development Goal 3? Related to good health and well-being? Ujjwala Yojana, Ayushman Bharat Udaan, Jal Jeevan Mission if we make in India? Correct. This is Ayushman Bharat. Okay. So that comes to the end of the questions. बहुत सारे न्यूज़ हमने डिस्कस करे आज और जितने भी न्यूज़ रह जाएंगे सो हम उसको फिर से डिस्कस कर लेंगे. ठीक है. So alright, thank you so much for joining the session. I hope that the session was helpful for all of you. I hope the purpose is done. तुम लोग ने रिविजन अच्छे से करा होगा. जो स्कीम्स नहीं मतलब जो रिपोर्ट्स का तुम्हें आइडिया नहीं है, जस्ट मेक श्योर दैट यू गो थ्रू द एंटायर PDF. आई ट्राई माई बेस्ट के कुछ ना कुछ ठीक है. अगर जितने भी आने वाले जो रिपोर्ट्स है वो ऐसे ही आएंगे तो फिर विल कंडक्ट वन मोर सेशन एज वेल. ठीक है. लास्ट टाइम पे कुछ रिविजन सेशन भी रख लेंगे. डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. Do you have any questions? PDF you will get it on the app only. You need to register yourself there and you will get it there. Okay. थोड़ा सा टाइम लग जाएगा क्योंकि annotated one होता है तो I just send it to the team and then team uploads it. So थोड़ा सा टाइम लग जाएगा फिर उसके बाद आपको ये जो PDF है वो भी availability उसकी मिल जाएगी. ठीक है. आ जाएगा मुकुंद, आ जाएगा. Alright, so now I'm ending it. It's okay. It's completely okay. Patience. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for joining the session. Now I'll meet you in the next one. Everyone will do the job. Everyone will, clear this exam this year. जो अच्छा मेहनत कर रहे हैं ना, everyone cannot do, but हाँ जो पूरी मेहनत कर रहे हैं, they will just don't worry about that, don't worry about the results, अपने efforts डालते रहो and you will clear the exam. Alright, so now I'm ending it. You will get the PDF soon and we'll try our best to take such session again. Okay. And जो तुमने मेरे को क्वेश्चंस भेजे हैं वो तुम्हें या तो आज मिल जाएंगे या तो कल तुम्हें सुबह मिल जाएंगे एंड आई विल फाइंड माय बेस्ट आई जस्ट गिव यू क्वेश्चंस एज वेल सिंस आई हैड गिवन 4 क्वेश्चन इस बार रिस्पॉन्सेज भी ज़्यादा थे सो it takes time to check along with that handling these many things also, so I'll just ensure that you get your checked copies. Okay. Alright, so now I'll meet you in the next one. Till then, take care and keep just revise it again. Bye bye. Thank you.